Hello everybody, it's Crimson Ash, and despite what the crappy graphic on the screen says right now, this isn't Weekly Waifu, we're at the apex, the climax. We have made it to Robowaifu Championship Wrestling, aim for the top, and we are truly aiming for the top with this one. We have a huge card for you tonight, and I'm not going to do my regular pre-card introductions of running down this card because there's so much to get to. We'll just go through it one match at a time, and our opening contest for this evening is for the Robowaifu Championship Wrestling Tag Team Championship. It will be our champions, the Fire Sisters, Karen Araragi and Tsukiki Araragi, versus the team of Aigis and Shinobu Oshino, the Blonde Alliance. Let's get started. So here come the challenges. Yes, you hear me correctly. I am speaking through the entrances this time. Just wanted to try something new. And here's our challenges: the Blonde Alliance of Shinobu, Oshino, and Aigis. This was a last-minute addition to the card, as you saw 2 nights ago on Weekly Waifu. The champions who are coming out now successfully defended their titles against the Purple Sisters. And if you remember correctly, Karen has a match later tonight. That means she will be doing double duty tonight when she faces Netgear for the Close-Up Championship. The reason this match has been made our opening is due to the fact that Karen needs all the time she can to rebound from this match into her title defense. So this tag team title match was moved up to this point in the card. Now, if we rewind a little while ago, the Purple Sisters beat the Blonde Alliance in a #1 contenders match via countout. I believe that is why they've been given this opportunity tonight, as they were not beaten via pinfall or submission. They were not beaten significantly, so therefore we are, having this title match here. And right now we have both members of the Fire Sisters standing in the ring, and it's just Tsukiki and Shinobu now, format close-up champion Shinobu. As I mentioned previously, Karen Araragi will have an opportunity for that title for the Close-Up Championship later tonight. We'll be seeing her again. Hopefully she doesn't take too much damage in this one. That would be quite disastrous for her. We're into that orange turnbuckle there. And a flurry of strikes from Aigis. I feel like we've seen a slightly more reinvigorated Aigis in the recent weeks. She's learned how to pin, which is always a great skill to have in the wrestling industry. 20 count here, as always, Robowaifu Championship Wrestling, but just in case you're new, this is your first show with us, I welcome you for the great action you're about to see ahead. Now, no count out here, not again. Championships do change hands on a count out here at Robowaifu Championship Wrestling. And into the figure 4 leg lock. Gonna do a lot of damage onto the leg, but not quite enough. Now, Karen and Aigis are legal too here. Now, if I was Karen, I would want to be in this match the least I possibly can. But at the same time, I want to retain my Tag Team Championship, become Karen 2 belts by the end of the night, potentially. However, she takes too much damage here. She might retain her Tag Team title. But will she be able to take the Close-Up Championship is what we want to find out. Tsukiki and Shinobu going at it right now. And wow, what athleticism from Tsukiki there with that elevated Bronco Buster. Aigis very confident in her partner to kick out of that one. I mean, what a victory it would be for these two members of the Blonde Alliance to take the Tag Team Championship. And, that would, at least momentarily, put both the Tag Team Championship and the Heavyweight Championship in the corner of Bond Alliance with our champion Karen Kujo, who we'll be seeing later tonight, defending against Noriko. So stay tuned for that one. Oh, and we've got a hiss. First successful hiss of the night. I did see, I believe, Shinobu go for one earlier, but we got a double hiss, and that's what our crowd here at Robowaifu Championship Wrestling love to see. Just a good hiss. Scoop and a slam from Igus there. And a double powerbomb. Now, the Blonde Alliance are not particularly popular with the crowd, but I don't think they care. I really don't think they care one bit what this crowd thinks of them. Now, Igus' days on the outside, however, she is not the legal competitor. Doesn't really matter. In fact, she should kind of be on the outside anyway. 5 minutes have passed in this contest. 60-minute time limit for a title match, which I'm sure we'll get nowhere near. And, oh, missing with a fireball, but a great spine buster there from Igus. A lot of power from Igus. That's the majority of her game. She's all about power. And I think, actually, we've got a nice mirroring between these two teams. We've got Igus and Karen, who are definitely the powerhouses of these teams. Meanwhile, Skihi and Shinobu are definitely much more grapplers. They will, keep you on the ground. They'll grapple you. They'll even maybe throw in a submission. So an interesting dynamic in this tag team contest. And, ooh, nice submission there. Got her really locked up. Shinobu was having some trouble kicking her out of it just there, but was able to in the end. Shinobu dropping the elbow right there. And in comes Skihi once again. Double powerbomb to Skihi, but Karen still in there, still was trying to, keep them off, but didn't quite work for her. Shinobu and Skihi legal right now. There is that moonsault into the double stomp, right into the back of Skihi Araragi, and we're going for a third. Well, that's a lot of damage to the spine of Skihi Araragi. You take out the spine, I mean, oh yeah, you're screwed. It's just simple how it is. In comes Karen, probably a good idea after those triple stomps to the spine. Ooh, and a headbutt. Now, if you're Karen, you don't want to be using high impact offense like that. Dr. Bomb. Not enough, however. Could have very well been enough. Who knows? But yeah, if you're Karen, you don't want to use this really high impact offense that can do a lot of damage to yourself. It's all about self-preservation tonight for Karen Araragi. It's, it's very difficult to go double duty, especially with the caliber that these athletes perform at. So it'll be interesting to see, how that comes into play into both of our matches here tonight. Turned upside down into the Tree of Woe. Maybe got some of those strikes. I'm not really entirely sure what Skihi was going for there. And forearms to the face. Elbow to the back of the head there. In and out. Great deadlift German suplex. And another German suplex, sending Karen Araragi onto the outside of the ring, and she's dazed. She must have hit her head on the way. There's a nice figure 4 leg lock applied. Oh, not gonna let Karen get away with whatever she was attempting there. Oh, what a splash, but I don't think she got all of it. Maybe not any of it at all. Igus did look a bit dazed there. Great suplexing maneuver. Now, if I'm the Fire Sisters, maybe I do take the count-out victory, because that preserves Karen for later. 14, but Skihi gets back into the ring. Ultimax suplex onto the top of Skihi's head. In comes Shinobu to finish the job, but Skihi manages to escape, bringing her sister into the ring. Double powerbomb, but Shinobu's got a... Oh, yep, Skihi stopping that one. Shinobu did have her pretty well tied up there. And you don't want to be in moves that, really stretch out the legs. That was almost a 3. stretch out the legs, stretch out any body parts when you have a huge title match coming up later. Rope break on that pinfall attempt right there. Gonna drag her into that orange turnbuckle there. And, oh, yep, got that submission applied. Now, the thing for Karen is, yes, maybe she can hold on to the submission, but does she want to risk the extra damage? Or does she, you know, tap out and preserve herself for later? There's got to be a lot going on in the mind of Karen Araragi right now. And I think that's what's giving the Blonde Alliance here the upper edge. Now, Kiwi's going to count that one. Had till the count of 5 to break that up. Into the turnbuckle there, and oh my god, just knocking her down with that lariat. Great knee strike there. In comes Skihi. One thing our tag teams have here at Robowaifu Championship Wrestling is great teamwork. They're constantly in and out with each other, not letting one get too damaged. And that's what you want in a successful tag team. And I think that's what's made the Fire Sisters so successful here at Robowaifu Championship Wrestling. Let me, if I can grab my stats real quick, although I am a bit concerned. I grab the stats and I miss a bit of the action. We are on the outside here. I'm keeping track of it while I find my statistics. And great takedown there from Skihi. With the pin, could have been a defense for the Fire Sisters. Now I've got my statistics up. And oh, the power of Karen Araragi. I was talking about it earlier. Just such a powerful competitor. But Karen Araragi, Skihi Araragi, I believe 68 days. Yeah, 68 days with that. Those titles in their mitts. This is their 3rd defense with the titles, I believe. Yes, they've defended it against Purple Sisters and the Magical Girls. There's the pin, and that is it. I don't know. It looked to me that Karen was just able to kick out, but Kiwi-chan was called it a 3 there, and we have new tag team champions. The 68-day reign of Fire Sisters is now over, and we have entered the reign of the Blonde Alliance of Igus and Shinobu Oshino. Fantastic match to start us off for this evening, and we're going to be moving into another tag team match. We will have Maya, Mitsurugi, and Sumika Kagami versus the tag team of our TV champion 2B versus and Renge Miyuchi. So here come Maya Mitsurugi and Sumika Kagami to the ring. We saw these two a couple weeks ago in an unsuccessful effort against Noriko Takaya and Yoko Littner. However, as unsuccessful as it was very impressive, and our commissioner wanted these two on the show here tonight. And they're against a very interesting tag team of coming to the ring, our TV champion 2B and Renge Miyuchi. We did see these two team up in an unsuccessful effort against the Nyanaka Sugar Girls a couple weeks ago. However, yeah, as I said, it was unsuccessful. I'm not particularly sure why they have elected to tag here again, but maybe they got along very well. They thought that they can do better next time, and here we go. A good way to start us off here. Well, started off for 2B, a little bit in control, but Maya managing to take that control for herself. 2B, no strength advantage, and a flash cover, however, not enough to put away the TV champion, the weekly waifu TV champion 2B. She's held that title for quite a little while. Let me grab me statistics of the TV championship. 35 days, 2 successful defenses against Kaneko-chan and Yoko Littner. Now, I make this point a lot when a champion is involved in a non-title contest. It's always interesting to see who can get one up on them, whether that's even winning or that's just getting a dominant performance in. If you're able to do that, you can, you know, punch your hole in and get a title match in the future, and that's a big thing. The Weekly Waifu TV Championship is not defended at larger events like this, Aim for the Top. It's defended on episodes of Weekly Waifu, sporadically. But, you know, she still deserves her place on the card. She is the champion after all, so that's where these kind of matches come into play. This is how you can kind of get a feel for, you know, who should be challenging 2B in the future for that title. But as well, you know, every tag team match, it has implications for the tag team championship, which we just saw change hands only moments ago to the Blonde Alliance. So every tag team here at Robowaifu Championship Wrestling will want to start getting the ball rolling, start showing that they can be the next contenders for that tag team championship. Oh, and a great sleeper hold applied there from 2B, but not enough. Maya's got a lot of strength left in her, and a Boston Crab. Very simple, but very effective. In comes Renge Miyuchi. Renge still kind of, I think, trying to get the ball rolling for herself. Has had a little bit of success. She's not, you know, she's not completely on the losing side. However, she's not quite on the winning end of the spectrum either. However, with a great maneuver like that one, as we just saw before as well, I mean, she's showing that she has what it takes. That was a very powerful looking maneuver. I think Sumika did need to get into that ring, and ooh, really going to stretch her there. Ooh, reverse that into a jackknife powerbomb, and she's hitting that move again. I'm not sure what to call that. It's kind of like a reverse DDT with a pin, with a cradle of sorts. I'll see if we can get some post-match comments from Renge Miyuchi to see what she might call that move. But a very impressive looking maneuver. And 2B and Renge looking reasonably quite successful here so far in this match. I mean, Maya and Sumika, you know, also have a lot to prove here at Robowaifu Championship Wrestling. You know, they had a great performance against the #1 contender Noriko Takaya and Yoko Littner a couple weeks ago, but they didn't win that match. They just had a great performance, and you can have a million great performances, but if you're not winning, you know, what can you say, really? And great lariats there from Renge, and yeah, Maya was a little concerned there. Did a lot of damage, Kamagoye. And yeah, needing to double team Renge here. A lot of heart on the part of Renge Miyuchi. Going for the cover here, and that was looking like it was it. Oh, I'm going to tie her up. I think that's, you know, I mean, as a smaller girl as Renge is, she appears to have a lot of power on her side. Maybe you do need to kind of get her to the mat, just keep her tied up. It seems that 2B and Renge could prove to be quite the powerful combination, as much as it doesn't appear on paper to be that way. And up, and there is that nice Death Valley driver from 2B. We see that quite a lot, and as well as seeing a lot of that, we see a lot of those great strikes. Ooh, just great awareness from Maya Mitsurugi, being able to roll her into that, and an airplane spin, but Kiwi-chan calling for a rope break there, a little bit too close to the ropes. Brainbuster on 2B, and this is looking real good for Sumika and Maya right about now. Yep, and 2B is flustered. She's getting straight over to that corner to tag in Renge. Great belly to belly there from Renge Miyuchi. And just like that. Oh, I was about to say just like that. They've completely changed the tides of this. But, you know, it's still taken both of them. In comes Sumika. Ooh. That looked like it hurt. And, ooh, Renge kind of whiffing that quite a bit. Jackknife cover. Sumika really thinks that she could take out Renge just from, you know, missing an elbow drop like that. It was a bit deluded in my mind, but I'm not the wrestler. I'm just, you know, your commentator. It's real easy when you watch it from this position. But let me tell you, what these athletes do is not, it's not easy. It's anything but. Great flipping senton right there from the TV champion. Double team maneuver right there. And a Kamagoye square in the face. Spinebuster bomb, but not the legal competitor. Could not pin off of that spinebuster bomb. Very nice head scissors from 2B, and in comes Renge. Out to the ramp, and Sumika comes in, gonna kind of break him up a bit before they can capitalize, but that has kind of left Sumika here to fend for herself for a few moments. Maya back into the ring, and going to actually tag in Sumika, so she can start getting this sorted herself. Renge fighting them both off. So much fight in the heart of Renge Miyuchi. Ooh, just throwing her body into a great elbow drop right there. But Renge's looking a little spent right now. Punch to the stomach. Ooh, interesting little combination there, but not getting quite much off of it. Up and around with the airplane spin. However, 2B stops that one. Gives a little bit of a bow. And, oh, gonna roll her into that armbar. However, 2B's right there to stop that. Just gonna start wrenching on that leg now. Maya's keeping Renge away, however. Didn't really get an airplane spin once again. That's, yeah, definitely too close to the ropes. And bringing Renge back into the ring. 10 minutes have passed in this contest, and what a 10 minutes it has been. Onto the outside, what is a dragon screw leg whip off of the apron. And in the ring, Stormbreaker from Maya Mitsurugi, but 2B is right back up on her feet. Twist of fate. Brainbuster to Renge. However, Renge gets that drop toe hold, bringing Maya Mitsurugi to the mat. And there is that Axe Bomber. And there are those disgusting headbutts. We've seen Renge use those before. And just the power and the damage. And has 2B in the legal stretch. However, 2B is not the legal competitor. You could get her to tap out all you want, but it's not going to matter. Stormbreaker! Not going to go for the pin, however. Going to bring in Sumika. And that was definitely a mistake, I think. Good position to pin, but they didn't quite go for it. And now 2B is the legal competitor, the slightly fresher of the two. You don't want to be making mistakes like that in important matches to proving your claim as a great tag team here at Robowaifu Championship Wrestling. Especially on a show like this, aim for the top. One of our, probably our biggest show to date. At least in the amount of matches we'll be having tonight. I mean, it's up to you whether it's a matter of quality versus quantity, but we'll, you know, that aims to be seen. You got to take risks here in the wrestling business. And Maya Mitsurugi taking her own risks, but a high angle Boston Crab, nothing risky about that. But effective. Oh, and I didn't like the look of that neck snap. But it seems that Maya Mitsurugi's still alive. So, couldn't be that bad. 2B dragging Maya Mitsurugi. Bit more centered. Oh, great. Enziguri and, oh, I don't think Sumika is legal there. Or at least 2B wasn't legal, I don't believe. So that pinfall attempt was useless. And in fact, probably detrimental. Oh, and there are those headbutts. absolutely vicious from Renge. However, it's not enough to put Sumika down. Stomping a mud hole. And there's the elbow drop. Another one for good measure. In comes 2B, maybe to finish off the job, but Sumika manages to just squirm away, get to her tag team partner to the outside. Ooh, a bit of a collision there. Maybe not what was wanted per se, but it is being effective. What a cannonball type of dive there. And the Death Valley driver. And another one there with the Michinoku driver variant to get the pinfall. But unfortunately in the wrong corner to be doing that. That could have very well been it. Stormbreaker from Sumika. Gonna knock them both down to the mat. Double powerbomb. These teams are fighting tooth and nail to get their opportunity here at Robowaifu Championship Wrestling to show that they deserve to, you know, be here again and again and again. I mean, 2B has her place. She's the close-up champion. But Maya, Sumika, Renge, they need wins. They need wins so they can prove that they can get brought back again and again and again, like a lot of our other mainstays here. Now Renge looking like she's in control, but back and forth we're going right now. Renge's fired up and oh my god, she rolled and she rolled for that lariat, but it wasn't enough to keep Sumika down, and now she's just given Renge the regal stretch there. Thrown to the outside. Not sure why Sumika was kicking the ring there, but that's just what she decided to do. Now this is all well and good for Maya and 2B to be fighting on the inside, but if you're Maya, you don't want to be wasting your energy on the non-legal competitor, is what I was saying. I was just trying to work out if Maya was actually the other legal competitor. Oh, and she's got her down in that headlock, really wrenching on the neck. Now you're not going to pin her, Sumika. I mean, those are the rookie mistakes that you see from newer wrestlers. And that was almost a huge win there for Renge Miyuchi. These tag teams are going all in, just throwing everything against the wind. Dragging Maya to the middle of the ring, but Sumika's right on top of 2B there. What do they need to do to end each other? Nice knee bar there, just managed to catch her out of that kick. Up she goes. And there is that regal stretch. That could very well be it for 2B. No, she manages to just power out of it. Ooh, gonna break up that swinging neck breaker. And a strike to the back of the head. Another swinging neck breaker, but this one, it is applied directly. Going to do a lot of damage to the neck with moves like that. Got her up, but that's not going to do it because I don't think 2B is the legal competitor, so it doesn't matter if you pin her or not. Great offense there from Renge, using her entire body to take down. Oh, and a flash pin. That was so close. I'm not really sure what. There we go. 1, 2, 3. What a victory here for Maya Mitsurugi and Sumika Kagune. And that, that's a big win for both of them. But especially Maya Mitsurugi getting the pin there against Renge Miyuchi. Be interesting to see what the future of these two superstars is. Great match all around. But we're going to be moving into another tag team contest. This one This one has a lot of hate, a lot of negative energy in it. It's Nico Yazawa and Maki Aikawa versus Nico Robin and Nishikino Maki. This is it. They're finally allowed to go at it. New Muse, classic Muse with Maki Aikawa, if you want to consider it classic Muse. But we'll get into that while we watch this next content. So here come the tag team of Nico Yazawa and Maki Aikawa, dubbed Original Muse, in a way, former tag team champions. I don't feel like I mentioned that enough, but former tag team champions. And I mean, what can I say about this? I was convinced that Maki Aikawa was the real Maki. It was Maki Nishikino, as far as I was concerned, as far as I knew. But it turns out that was incorrect, because coming to the ring now is the real Maki Nishikino and her new partner Nico Robin. I mean, an attempt to kind of replace Nico Yazawa, much how Nico Yazawa has replaced her. And that's what this is all about. Maki feels replaced by her friends from Original Muse, and that includes Nico, that includes Nozomi, that included Honoka, who we saw in a previous week. So this is it. This is the time where these two teams get to finally butt heads and finally get to face one another, and I've been excited for this one. Now we've seen that Nico Robin is quite the savant of submissions in a sense. Great Mongolian chop with a lot of impact on that one, but we've seen that Nico Robin has a lot of submissions up her arsenal. She can stretch it out, she can, bend you around in ways that are uncomfortable. Now it'll be interesting to see who Maki wants more. Does she want the person who replaced her, or does she want the person who did replace, I didn't word that very well. The person who brought this replacement to us, or the replacement herself. But I feel like Maki is just on a warpath. She wants them all. And here we have Maki Aikawa versus Maki Nishikino. Great cross arm breaker there. Now the thing about Maki Nishikino is, yeah, she's angry. Yeah, she wants to fight this Maki Aikawa, but Maki Aikawa's a fighter. Maki Nishikino is not traditionally a fighter. Maki Aikawa can go. She was raised in some rough streets, I've been told. I mean, I didn't know much about her until, God, not that long ago, really. I thought she was the real deal, but someone tipped me off one day, and here we are. There's a bulldog there from Maki Nishikino. Now, I would like to hear from all our fans, whose side are you on in this? Do you think that Nico Yazawa was justified to replace Maki Nishikino? I mean, it worked for her. She won the tag team championship. We can't say if she would have won the tag team championship with Maki Nishikino. Do you think that's justified? Or do you think Maki Nishikino's in the right here, feeling upset and broken by the fact that she was essentially cast aside by the people she thought were her friends? Let me know in the comments below what you think of this one and how it's transpired so far. I think this has been a very interesting couple weeks for all these four women in the ring right now. Not gonna get Nico Robin up right there. And missing with all of those strikes, however, connecting with all of those ones. Ooh, wow. Nico Robin also has some strikes of her own. I mean, we've seen that she's a submission specialist. But in the striking game, you would think Maki Aikawa has the advantage, and she probably does with strikes like those. Those were heavy. But Nico Robin giving her one of her own to end it off there. Great head scissors there. And bringing Nico Robin back into the ring already. Interesting dynamic here. I mean, we haven't seen much of this team of Maki Nishikino and Nico Robin. So it'll be interesting to see kind of how they kind of go together. Meanwhile, Nico Yazawa and Maki Aikawa, as I've mentioned early in this match, are former tag team champions. In fact, the first tag team champions here at Robowaifu Championship Wrestling. And I mean, I think for Nico Yazawa and Maki Aikawa, they probably want to get back into that scene, into that tag team title scene. They want to be rid of Maki Nishikino and Nico Robin here, and that's what they can do tonight by beating them decisively in the ring. But Maki Nishikino's not going to allow that, because now we have a nice, open, new tag team division. If you missed it earlier, if you're just joining us midway into the show, the tag team championship did change hands. Great double team right there, but the tag team championship changed hands. The Blonde Alliance are now the tag team champions. That is Igus and Shinobu Oshino. We'll be seeing the third member of the Blonde Alliance later tonight. Really nice pinning combination there, but not enough to get a higher count on that one. 5-star frog splash. Nico looked very confident there in Maki Aikawa, trying to go for the green mist, but getting hit with a nice drop kick. Up, and oh, there is that high angle power bomb that we've seen Maki Nishikino use in the past. There is a drop kick to the back of Maki Nishikino's head. Just throwing an enziguri out there, I guess why not? But you don't want to be throwing strikes that can't connect against someone like Maki Aikawa. Now in comes Nico Robin to face off against Nico Yazawa. At least once the rest of them get out of this ring. I don't think anybody got a lot off of those high impact, high risk maneuvers. There's a great strike right there. And ooh, just choking on the ropes. Now that is in the ropes, so that's, you know, definitely going to get counted. And going to roll her over into that knee bar there. Going to stretch the leg out. Into the ropes. Nice kitchen sink right there. And going for a very quick pinfall, but I don't think Maki Nishikino is going to allow that one. Oh my god. She just got curled up like a pretzel. But it is not enough to put Maki Aikawa away. Dragging Nico Robin in a bit more centered into the ring. And a big kick to the side of the face of Nico Robin. There's that diving chop. Back and forth we go. Now, I wouldn't be trading strikes with Maki. Oh, wow. Nico Robin went toe-to-toe there with Maki Aikawa. Sleeper hold applied. Gonna wear Maki Aikawa down for a tag team partner right there. Gonna keep wearing Maki Aikawa down. Great strategy. But not great enough strategy. What a powerbomb there. Nico Robin just has a million ways to tie you up. Maki Aikawa with the flash pin. And that's it. Maki Aikawa and Nico Yazawa getting the victory here in this one. Big victory for them, and a little bit of an exchange there between Maki Aikawa and Nico Robin. Somehow, some way, I feel like this is far from over. Let's move into our next matchup. So here we go. This match is for the Robowaifu Championship Wrestling Trios Championship. Coming to the ring first, we have our challengers. It's Kiyomi Araragi, Hitagi Senjagahara, and Tsubasa Hanakawa. Kiyomi Araragi, unfortunately not the men's champion, and unfortunately not in a position to win it back here tonight in a Trios title match here tonight. But that is a big deal here, because here come the Trio champions, the Nichijoas, Yuka Aioli, Miyo Naganahara, and Nano Shinonome. Been quite dominant with the Trios title in the grand scheme of things. Our Trios title not historically held for very long. Already the longest running Trios Championship, and have a successful defense to their name. Be interesting to see if they can keep it up. This match came about because Hitagi Senjo and Tsubasa Hanakawa were able to get a great victory over Mio and Yuko a couple weeks ago. Now we've got Kiyomi Araragi and Mio starting us off, but now we've got Nano in this. The Trios division is definitely an intergender division. We've seen it a few times within this division. And in comes Tsubasa Hanakawa. I mean, against an android, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter who you are. Nano Shinonome obviously has a lot of power, and she's currently undefeated here at Robowaifu Championship Wrestling. Her and Noriko, I believe, the only wrestlers here who are undefeated. However, that could all change just in a flash, in a moment, when, you know, if they lose the Trios Championship, because that's the thing, Nano doesn't need to be pinned to lose this match and to lose that undefeated streak. All she needs is Mio or Yuko to be pinned, and that's, you know, not a nice situation to be in, but that's just how it is. Great bow and arrow there. Hitagi Senjogahara and Yuko Aoi right now. Great giant swing! A lot of rotations on that one. That's going to get you real bit dizzy, although it's going to get both of you quite dizzy. Double powerbomb with the neck breaker and a stomp across the face. Close hands, close fists. And there is a back suplex. Now, I will let you know, we were supposed to have a singles match between Kizuna Ai and Hatsune Miku here tonight. However, unfortunately, for unforeseen reasons, that match has unfortunately been cancelled. Apologise for anyone who was hoping to see those two competitors here tonight. Might have some more information on that as it comes out, but I'm not particularly sure what has taken place at this point. Back to our Trios title match, however, we have Mio tagging in Nano over here. And you're pinning the wrong person, Hanakawa. Just saying. Just saying. Now, there's the bow and arrow on Tsubasa Hanakawa. With a Trios title match, they can very well go quite long. You never really know what's going to happen in a Trios title match. We have still, you know, many more matches for you here tonight after this one. We still have the Men's Championship on the line, we have the Close-Up Championship on the line, and we have the World Championship on the line, as well as our death match between Amuro Ray and Kenshiro, with the loser leaving Robowaifu Championship Wrestling. Big show for you here tonight, and hopefully it's been a good one so far, and it's only going to get better and better as we keep going on. Hopefully for someone like Kiyomi Araragi, it can get better and better as this match goes along, as he does some extra damage to the legs of Yuko, bringing in his partner, Hanakawa. I mean, Kiyomi Araragi, he really needs something after losing the Men's Championship 2 nights ago to Char Aznable. Very unfortunate for him, but, I mean, some people did call into question his win of the title anyway, so maybe that's just how it was, unfortunately. Great vertical suplex. In comes Kiyomi once again, and gonna fight them both off is Nano Shinonome. Up he goes, but doesn't really do anything with it. There is that double takedown from Mio and Nano, and Nano's fired up. She's I don't know, hanging loose. She's calling someone up. I'm not really sure what that hand gesture was. 6 in Chinese. For all our Chinese viewers out there, maybe throwing you a nice 6. Not sure what that means. How many wins does Nano have? 4. I was hoping she would have 6 wins, do I know? That would make a lot of sense then, but not really. Ooh, nice submission from Nano, crawling towards the rope somehow. Not really sure how you crawl to the ropes when you're tied up by that one. Back suplex from Hitagi Senjo Gahara. I'm gonna throw into the ropes, hit a huge lariat, and giant swing. I don't know how many rotations that was, I wasn't counting. Sure hope you at home was trying to count that, but it was so quick. It was almost, and another one has popped out. Another giant swing. The crowd love a giant swing. So do I. I love seeing a giant swing. There's a lot of strength that's required, and also the ability to not get dizzy, much like a ballerina spinning around. Now, ooh, I was going to say Kiyomi Araragi was taking control, but with that headbutt, really shifted the momentum for a second, requiring Hanakawa and Senjo Gahara to get into the ring, break up that pinfall. Butterfly suplex from Nano. Yuko bringing in Nano back into the ring. Probably a good idea. Nano has proven herself quite the able competitor. Nice DDT there from Kiyomi Araragi. A lot of pressure being applied to his neck and the abdomen there with a move like that one. Don't know why Hanakawa's gone for the pin again, but it happens. Up and down with the Macho Man elbow drop. Big fan of the Macho Man is Nano Shinonome. Big inspiration for her to become a wrestler. Kiyomi end. That could be it. New champions. And much shorter than I was expecting a trios title match to be, but that's just how the cookie crumbles. A new trios championship. New trios champions. And Nano has now been defeated. Congratulations to Senjo Gahara, Hanakawa, and Kiyomi Araragi. Moving on to our next contest. It is for the men's championship. It is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 person elimination match. Pinfall and submissions. It is Jotaro Kujo versus Hitoshi-san versus Domon Kashi versus Guts versus Kazuma Kiryu versus the champion, Cha Aznavour. Coming to the ring first, we have Domon Kashi, the Gundam fighter himself. We've seen him have a couple matches here at Robowaifu Championship Wrestling. Can I get his stats before the next guy comes out? Probably not. What a record of 1-1-1 would be quite impressive for him to win here tonight. And here comes Hitoshi-san, another reasonably successful wrestler here. A record of 4-5-0. A bit more in the losing end of the spectrum, but still has some great wins to his name. And yeah, Raw man himself. And coming out next, Jotaro Kujo, a record of 1-3-0. We did see him in a multi-man for the men's championship once upon a time. It's interesting to see how he goes here tonight. Next up, our champion already coming to the ring, Cha Aznavour, record of 2-4-0. But he is the men's champion, even if his nameplate does not introduce him as such. Coming out next. Who is it? Kazuma Kiryu. Or Kiryu Kazuma, however you want to say it. A record of 0-1 and 0. We have not seen much of him. But the thing was, I think the commissioner was just scrambling to get a title match together, and this is what he threw together. I mean, despite the fact that we haven't seen it, a lot of these competitors, it'll be interesting to see who comes out on top, and I think our last combatant here, yep, that's got to be Guts. I don't think he has a huge record here either. Gee, where is he? Yep, 0-1 and 1. So, interesting to see how this will play out. He's fired up, however, and hopes to take that men's championship. Here we go. And there's going to be a lot of moving parts in this one. Just a lot of stuff going on. Charles Nabal, first ever. Well, not first ever. What am I talking about? He's the men's champion as of 2 nights ago. Like the fourth person who's held to the men's championship. Kenjiro twice, Amara once, and Komi Aragi once. I'm a little flabbergasted. We've just had such a great show here tonight that I'm just a little. My mind's all over the place. I'm also still a bit unsure what happened to Kizuna Ai and Hatsune Miku. That kind of threw off the balance a little bit with that match not taking place as scheduled, but we've just got to move on. The show must go on. Great takedown there from Kazuma Kiryu. It's very hard to call action like this. There's so much going on. There's just lots of little exchanges here and there. This is a great opportunity for any of these men to take the championship. This is a bad place to be in if you're Char Aznable. But I think, you know, our men's division is a little wacky right now, especially due to the fact of what Amuro Ray and Kenshiro were doing with that belt. Amuro Ray interfering with Kenshiro's open challenges and stuff like that. The division's trying to scramble, find, you know, and just kind of trying to fill out, get the champion back in gear. Now, I mean, you could only assume, though, the winner of this match will probably go on to face the winner of Kenshiro and Amuro Ray later tonight. A man can only assume. And the green mist in the face of Guts. There's a pin, but only a 1 count, almost eliminating Jotaro Kujo. No relations to current heavyweight champion, Karen Kujo. Into that orange turnbuckle right there. Great knee strike there from Kiryu Kazuma. You know, a solid performance here. Definitely puts you a bit higher on the card, gets you, booked on shows in the future, because that's a big thing we're seeing with a lot of these guys. We haven't seen much of some of these guys. So, a great performance here, might get you seen again and again and again. But, it's a great opportunity to become the champion, get that guaranteed payday, get that guaranteed booking. However, I don't think Char Aznable is just gonna hold off, just go lightly and lose his championship this early, after having it for about 2 days. Jotaro not gonna give up there. Great cutter from Hitoshi-san. If you saw that, I mean, you could have been looking at another bit of the action. I wouldn't blame you. Great Dragon Screw leg whip. And Char Aznable, he thinks is so smart, and he probably is quite smart. He is the men's champion, after all. I'm just looking all over the place, trying to follow along with what's going on. I'm seeing a Yoshi Tonic over there, but there's also a pinfall over there. And that distracted Kiwi-chan enough to not be able to call that pinfall. Bunch of stomach strikes. There's a pin on Hitoshi-san right there. And that was almost a I think Jotaro broke that one up. Dr. Bomb, but that is in the ropes, unfortunately, for Toshi-san there. Great strike there, 2 guts. Scoop and a slam. Gonna bring Domon down to the ring, to the mat. Nice back suplex there from Guts and some strikes up to the top of the chin. Around and around we go with the airplane spin. Calling for the ropes. Surprised there is a rope break in this multi-man match. Pinfall taking place there and almost eliminating Guts. Unfortunately, not enough to keep Guts down. A lot of guts on this guy. Sorry about that. Burning hammer from Hitoshi-san. That's got to be it for Guts. Thanks for coming. No, he kicks out. We're lucky that we've got this one-on-one match happening over there while all the rest of the guys just, you know, start brawling in that corner. And crossface sort of move applied. Chasnable has reset his sights though on Guts here. Burning hammer to Domon, but Hitoshi-san is quite exhausted. Jotaro almost got eliminated there by Kiryu Kazuma. The Dragon of Dojima, Enziguri to the top of the head. And a double Enziguri right there. Pinfall to the champion. I mean, if the champion gets eliminated first, that confirms a new champion for us. There is a PK from the champion. Pinfall on Kiryu Kazuma. And that is it for Kiryu. He is busted open as well. That may have exhausted him just a bit more. And we got a count out on the outside. I'm surprised there's count outs also in this match. The Cypher's come out and Jotaro has also been eliminated in this one. We suddenly have 4 remaining. Almost 3. We've got Hitoshi-san, we got Guts, we got Domon, and we got the champion Chai Aznable. And some strong strikes to the chin of Hitoshi-san there. Ooh, what a lariat to the back of the neck. 1, 2, almost eliminating Guts right there, but not quite enough. Out comes the Scythe. I'm not quite sure if there are disqualifications in this one, but by the rope breaks and the countouts, I would think so. However, I'm not quite sure. Kiwi-chan is quite the lenient referee. Tiger Driver 91. Not sure why Guts broke up that pin there. That is an easy elimination. And that means 1 less guy to worry about. But I guess Guts wants to take it all for himself. Yoshitonic in the ropes, however. Guts now in control. Spinebuster and there was a tombstone pile driver over there from Char. I wasn't watching that, but that is what happened. Char with a great kick, almost an Inazuma kick, as we've seen our world champion do. Burning hammer to the outside. I don't know if Guts can get back up after that. That kills men. But he is back up. I mean, if anybody can get up from a burning hammer to the outside of the ring, it's Guts. 10 minutes have passed, but we've already had 2 eliminations, and the rest of these guys are just going all at it. You can see a puddle of Kiryu's blood lying in the ring right there. There is that spine buster. And interesting submission there. Fujiwara armbar. Punch to the stomach. That could have been the burning punch, but unfortunately, I'm not sure why Guts keeps breaking up these pins. Oh, Guts getting pinned. No, and now Domon repays the favor, I guess. Ooh, just sandwiching in there. Yoshitonic. That is got to be it for Guts. Char breaks Guts out. You're the champion, man. You shouldn't be breaking up those pins. You want less people in the ring, right? Unless he wants to eliminate him all himself. And he's got the green mist. Tiger Driver 91. Char could be out of... No. He is not out of here. Brainbuster. Hitoshi-san, a huge fan of the 90s of All Japan Pro Wrestling. Powerbomb onto the champion from Guts. Ooh, but getting caught with a couple strikes there. Low blow into the pin. And Char breaks up the pin, but I don't know if he was aiming for it in that situation. Oh, and a bit of a hiss. Send the crowd home happy with a bit of a hiss. Lariat. And Brainbuster. I mean, we haven't had an elimination for a little while. Those first two eliminations happened relatively quickly. But a kick to the face of Guts, but he's right back up on his feet. These four men are fighters. They're not just going to go down easily. Slap across the face, and out comes that Scythe. Going to try get Domon busted open. And, oop, that could be it for Hitoshi-san. He could tap out. No. Broken up again. It's elimination. We know this. We've seen 2 eliminations. But yet these men, they seem to want all the glory for themselves. They want the eliminations for themselves. Cutter. And not really sure what Char was going for with that one, but we got a Fujiwara armbar. Not quite enough. Up and, oh, an inverted 450. And that is Guts out of here. Char with the elimination. And we are down to the final 3. Domon, Char, and Hitoshi-san. There, oh, he missed with that inverted 450, and Hitoshi-san taking control with that crossface. Snap suplex there from the champion. Oh my god, that was not pretty. He completely whiffed that one. Green missed, however, he kind of does have a mask to protect him. Into the ropes, reverse Rana, a poison Rana, as some may say, as I usually say. And into the ropes goes Domon. Hitoshi-san looking quite exhausted. I mean, he's used some quite taxing, powerful maneuvers so far in this one. Great chop there. And burning hammer to the outside. That is within Domon's best interest to get out of that ring and not get pinned. Inazuma kick, but he misses. Char is not having a lot of luck up on the top rope today. Must have something. Maybe that green mist got into the eyes of his mask. Burning hammer. But the champion manages to roll out of the ring. Back in he goes. And Char is feeling it right now. Oh, he was about to elbow him in the back of the head, but got punched in the back of the head by Domon. Nice spine buster there from Hitoshi-san. Back and forth we go. Domon and Hitoshi-san. Rolling forearm, but a headbutt from Hitoshi-san. And this has put Char in a great position. However, doesn't really capitalize off of it. Tiger driver. And Domon breaks it up. I don't get it. I just don't get it. You can have the elimination happen, and then you've got the perfect chance to capitalize. As the guy who's getting off of the pin, you can capitalize. But there is that reverse 450. 2. And that is Domon out of here. Char and Hitoshi-san. What are we doing out here? Oh no. Oh no! Not on the apron, but Hitoshi-san is right back onto his feet. Tiger Driver 91 on the floor. Please don't let this end in a count out. But these two are just fighting on the outside. Char, I think, knows what he's doing, however. Back into the ring at the count of 12. 13 for Hitoshi-san. There it is, the burning hammer, and not rolling to the outside. Does have to be dragged away from the ropes, however. 1, 2... Oh my god, so close, but that time he had to spend dragging him away from the ropes. That's what gave Char the opportunity to kind of recover. The green mist once again, but a desperation DDT from the possibly blinded Char Aznavour. Drop kick. Failed and into the deadlift German suplex. Super kick. With a nice sliding drop kick. But here comes a Tiger Driver 91. That is not it. I thought it was for a second there. But here it comes again. Gonna end this. Oh my god, how does Char keep breaking out of it? What a neck breaker. These two athletes are really going at it right now. They are fighting limb for limb. Headbutt to the back of the head. What does Hitoshi-san need to do to put Char Aznable down? He's going for a dive, and he lands it on the outside. Slap to the face though. Hitoshi-san manages to recover quite quickly. Tiger Driver on the outside, just gonna turn the neck of Char Aznable to dust. Char Aznable getting back into the ring. Only the count of 13. Up, and Death Valley Driver. Dragging Hitoshi-san right there. Cross-legged jackknife cover, that's gotta be it. No! Hitoshi-san kicks out. Super kick. What does Char need to do to put Hitoshi-san away? Got him absolutely packaged up. But another kick out. Flipping drop kick right there. Spine buster from Hitoshi-san. And another spine buster. Doesn't even get a 1 count. Doesn't even get Kiwi-chan over there to begin a 1 count. And Char kicks out. The fighting spirit of our champion here at Aim for the Top. Great athleticism. And there is that crossface right in the middle of the ring. He's got a long way to go, but maybe Hitoshi-san didn't quite have the strength to hold on to it. What are we going for? Okay, Tree of Woe and a nice high angle drop kick to the knees of Hitoshi-san. Cutter out of nowhere. 20 minutes. These two competitors have been in this ring going at it. Into the ropes, and there's that sliding drop kick. Burning hammer, middle of the ring. 1, 2, 2.9, so close, and there's a Tiger Driver. In the ropes, but I think Char's hurt from that one. That could still be it. No. The champion kicks out again. Up with the Death Valley Driver on the top of the neck. Cross-legged. 2, 3. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. And still your men's champion, Char Aznable. What a war we just saw between these 6 competitors. Wow. There are some statistics for you. Char did a lot of work in that one, getting a couple eliminations, I believe. But great defense for Char Aznable there, holding onto the men's championship. Now onto the next match. It will be for our close-up championship. It is Karen Araragi versus Netgear. So coming to the ring, the challenger. We saw her earlier tonight. Now she's had a break of about an hour. This is Karen Araragi. She's had a break of about an hour. A little bit less than an hour. Is that enough to get back into the zone and face the champion here, Netgear? I mean, I don't know. I think it might be a bit better for her, because now she doesn't have to worry so much about what's happening later. I think what happened in that tag team match earlier tonight, she was worried about the future, and now she can sit here and she can get into this match and she can worry about Netgear right now. Here we go. But she's still probably got to be a little bruised, a little battered from earlier. She has had time to recover, however. Be interesting to see what Karen Araragi does here against the champion. Netgear, however, I believe she won the title back at Fighting Spirit, and this is her first defense of the close-up championship. Would not be particularly great for Netgear to drop that title. held it for 33 days. Now, I haven't reiterated this point today, but what I count as days are active days, the days that the wrestlers have actively been competing. It has actually been quite a couple months since Fighting Spirit. However, as they are not actively competing, I choose to freeze the title reigns. So that is 33 active days, not 33 total days between when she won it and the day you are watching this video. Up and over with that great scoop and a slam. Backslide, however, not going to be enough to put away Karen at this point in the match. Great cutter there from the champion, and going to start stretching Karen out. Netgear definitely a bit more of a grappler, a bit more of a submission artist. Meanwhile, Karen Araragi is all about strength. The issue is, she was in a match early tonight. Some of that strength has been depleted. Trying to get into the ropes was Netgear there. And very nice with the Northern Light suplex into the cross arm breaker, but Karen fights out of it, gets to her feet, and creates some separation. DDT on the top of Karen's head. It's looking like Netgear kind of has Karen how she wants her, because Karen, you know, is exhausted, as we've mentioned previously. Yes, she's had time to kind of get her breath back and everything, but she's still sore. And as well as being sore, you have to be demoralized when you win a match, when you lose a match, when you lose your titles that you've held for as long as they have held those tag team championships. Oh wow, what a splash from the top. A lot of height, but only a 1 count for the champion, and a drop kick there. The amount of rotations that Karen Araragi got there, that is the strength of Karen Araragi on display. Into the ropes, and a nice elbow attack right there. Boston Crab applied, simple but effective. I say that every time I see the ring, but that move, sorry, but it's true.
1, 2,
now on the outside,
3.
using that, I think, for both to kind of get a bit of breath, but I think it was more for Netgear. She's, you know, definitely been throwing quite a lot of effort out there, but now Karen kind of getting herself a bit more fired up. However, Netgear 1 step ahead and got the submission, got the legs tied up, and a lot of damage can be done to them. Into the turnbuckle, and a shining wizard. She could be out. Karen could be knocked out, but no, she's back on her feet. The knee breaker, and gonna start wrenching on the back.
5 minutes gone.
Karen keeps going for all these power moves, but just isn't quite able to get them. Now into the Boston Crab. I think that's a part of, you know, the fact that she's already had to do a match earlier. She's got to be a bit sore. The muscles, you know, have already started to get sore. The thing is, when you're in your match, especially your first match, the adrenaline's pumping. You don't feel the muscles get sore until after the match. And she's already had a match tonight. Almost losing right there would not be great for Karen Araragi to lose at this point. Only 5 minutes into the contest. To the outside, and going for a dive, a suicide dive. That's not something I would expect to see Karen Araragi do at the best of times, but let alone right now. And she gets driven into the mat on the outside. There's a bit more padding than the regular Robowaifu Championship Wrestling arena, but not much. Those pads are not particularly thick. Unfortunately, in the ropes there for Karen. Karen starting to get a bit of a head of steam, but it will be interesting to see if Netgear can stop it. Onto the outside here, and another suicide dive with no barricade to stop her, but she seemed to get it head on. Heads colliding there. Now we're on the outside. We have a 20 count to adhere to. But until that 20 count comes into effect, these two can go all at it. Tombstone pile driver. But they're both back in the ring at the count of 14. Up and down. Slamming Netgear into the ropes. And that could be it. We could have a new champion right now. Unfortunately for Karen, not enough to put away the champion. Back and forth we go. Great drop kick, but an even better drop kick from the champion. These two are both fired up. And oh, spiking her with the pile driver right there, but Karen looked a bit exhausted there, wasn't able to capitalize on it straight away. Oh, sidewalk slam. Gonna put Netgear back into control. There is that beautiful the Northern Lights in the cross arm breaker, and that was enough for Karen Araragi. She tapped out, and I reckon maybe Karen Araragi may have hurt that arm earlier in the night, but a great defense for the champion, Netgear. So, our next contest, Amuro Ray vs Kenshiro. The death match. The loser leaves Robowaifu Championship Wrestling. These two have had quite the rivalry. They've been at each other's throats since episode 2 of Weekly Waifu. They've had their matches, they've had their ups, they've had their downs. But this is where it ends. Amuro Ray, Kenshiro, deathmatch. No entrances here. We are straight in to this one. Barbed wire around the ring. Those boxes that are out there, those contain explosives. These two are going to kill each other. It's not going to be pretty, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't like a bit of gore, then I suggest you turn off right now. Kenshiro and Amuro Ray. Great belly to belly back. Kenshiro's right back up on his feet. I don't know what that horn was. I don't know if you heard that, but there was an air horn that sounded across the arena. What was that? Oh my god! An explosion! I can't believe... Oh my god, it dropped on the light tube and Kenshiro's been busted open. And into cross arm break, it doesn't matter. Kiwi-chan knocked down with that explosion into the Lamai straw. That could already be it. No, Amuro Ray has a lot more fight. Oh my god, into the exploding barbed wire. Kenshiro is fired up, getting straight out of that pin attempt. However, Amuro Ray wanted none of that. Oh my god, we're only 2 minutes into this, and these two are bleeding because of that explosion. Lamai straw 2. Come on. I mean, I wasn't expecting this to go quickly, but I wasn't expecting that explosion. 1, 2, not yet. Amuro Ray still got some fight left in him. Kenshiro, though, is fired up and just beating the absolute hell out of Amuro Ray right now. 2, not enough. Amuro Ray has definitely been busted open as well. Uh-oh. Around and around we go. This could be it for Kenshiro. He's got a lot of wounds on his body. Not it, though, for Kenshiro. These two just want to end this straight away. I mean, after that explosion, I don't blame them. They are both dripping with blood. I can't believe this. And Amuro Ray in control with the mount and the strikes to the head. Kick to the back and just going to roll him up into another pin. Just the strikes coming out, and they're not even going for those weapons. I mean, they don't need to. These two are already... I'm not sure why he's crawling for the ropes. You don't want to grab those ropes to break up your... And it's not going to break it up anyway. That's barbed wire. Those aren't ropes anymore, boys. Great combination of strikes from Kenshiro. These two absolutely hate each other, and we can see that right here. Oh no, into the barbed wire with the explosion, and we ain't stopping an assault like that in this one. This is a death match. Belly to belly, absolutely throwing him over, and oh, got him. Punches to the top of the head of Amuro Ray. There's so much blood in this ring. Surely this one can't go much longer than it already has. I'm surprised it's even got the 5 minutes with how hurt these two competitors are. There is that strike to the head and knees to the top of the head. These two are trying to actually kill each other. I mean, it is a death match. That is what you'll want to do in a match like this, unfortunately. I told you this one was going to be gory. This one was going to be intense. And it absolutely is. Chops to the side of the head. 5 minutes have passed, but looking at the blood that is strewn through this ring, I mean, I can't believe that. Come on, Amuro, stay down. I mean, yeah, you lose your career, but is it worth it when you could also lose your life with the amount of blood? But these two, they just want to beat the hell out of each other. I don't think Amuro Ray's given up. I don't think either of these men are giving up till they're dead. That is not it. Amuro Ray still so much fight, despite the blood, despite the contact with barbed wire, despite the explosions, despite landing on all these weapons, the sledgehammers, the baseball bats, the chairs. Oh no. Amuro Ray pledging allegiance to something, to some kind of violent country. That could be it. And that is it. Oh. Kenshiro is gone and Amuro Ray is here to stay. Not a long one, but my god, definitely a violent one. Wow. What a match we just saw right there. I mean, I don't really know what to say about that one. That was violent, that was disgusting. But Amuro Ray ultimately coming out on top and staying here at Robowaifu Championship Wrestling, while Kenshiro, unfortunately, will be leaving the company. But with that, we must now move into our main event of the evening. It is for the Robowaifu Championship Wrestling World Championship. Karen Kujo is your champion. Noriko Takaya, your undefeated challenger. Let's get to it. So coming to the ring first, we have the challenger, the undefeated challenger that is Noriko Takaya. A lot of fire in this competitor. She has been on just an absolute tear since arriving at Fighting Spirit. But here comes your champion, none other than Karen Kujo. And I mean, as much as Noriko has been on a tear, so has Karen Kujo as your champion. "68 days with the championship. And here we go with this one. This is going to be a match to behold, I hope. Now, we do know that Noriko has beaten Karen Kujo before. In her second match here at Robowaifu Championship Wrestling. So I mean, can she do it again? Was that just a fluke? With the pressure on, you know, how does this go down? Into the black turnbuckle there, and a kick to the top of the head of the champion. I mean, sorry, I'm still a little blown away about the match we just saw. We had our crew come in. They were able to clean the ring back up, get that blood off of the mat, get those barbed wire the ropes out of here. And those exploding boxes. And here we have a wrestling match for our biggest title in the company. Great dragon screw leg whip there from Noriko Takaya. Noriko has shown so much fire, so much energy since arriving here at Robowaifu Championship Wrestling. Now, the one thing you've got to consider though with Karen Kujo is her ties with the Blonde Alliance. Will that play a part in this one? Or, I mean, I'm hoping the Blonde Alliance, you know, they're a bit exhausted from their tag team match, and maybe they have a little bit of honor. Maybe they have confidence that Karen can go and win this herself. Into the ropes, and there's the pin, but that is definitely in the ropes. And there is that claw maneuver from Noriko Takaya. Great head scissors there from Karen Kujo, our champion. Now into the ropes. And gonna wrench on the neck and the arm there of Noriko Takaya. I reckon so far this has definitely been Karen's pace of match. It hasn't been as high energy as Noriko would like it to be. It's been a bit slow. It's been a bit methodical, and that's what Karen wants it to be. Into the ropes and around, but Karen catching Noriko right there. Outside she goes, and whoa, what a diving drop kick there from the champion Karen Kujo. Karen Kujo shows that she can go high, she can fly, and maybe that's what she needs to put someone like Noriko Takaya away. There's the claw on the outside. I was a little scared there with that count out. We've seen Karen Kujo utilize the count out in her favor before. Almost a victory there for Noriko Takaya. Back to the outside. And instead of diving out, Karen Kujo's going out to pick up the scraps. And that's the thing. Karen has used the count out before. She used it to win this title in the first place. Some people thought that maybe she didn't deserve the title. And a baseball bat. Oh my god. I'm not sure. A Kiwi-chan, she doesn't want this ending in disqualification or count out. Karen's about to do this again. But Noriko gets back into the ring. 5 minutes have passed in this one. Great hip attack right there. Noriko though, back in control. Oh, wait. Oh my god, no. It's got it. Igus is coming to the ring. Of course, one half of the tag team champions right now. And gonna break up. That could have very well been it for Noriko. And unfortunately, this is the way it's gonna go. Karen can't win a match on her own. And she's gotta bring her lackeys out. At least one of her lackeys. I don't know where Shinobu is. She could be anywhere. She could be hiding at any point, coming out to ruin another match. We've seen this before. But Noriko's fighting Igus. And a chop. Noriko's fighting back. If anyone can stop this onslaught, it's someone like Noriko. Uh-oh. Karen, though, she's taken back control. Double strikes there. Igus feels that she's done her job, but she's turned her back, and Noriko's looking like she's in control. Great diving drop kick, and a bow and arrow on the outside. And what do we got? Oh, Death Buster on the outside. Karen is going for the count-out victory once again. But Noriko, she's not having any of it. She is not staying out there. There is that Poison Rana. Noriko, she's got so much fight. She's got so much ability. She doesn't want to let it end here. She is so fired up. 2! Almost had a new Robowaifu Championship Wrestling World Champion. Punch to the stomach. What's she going for here? The Inazuma kick is coming up. Inazuma kick! Noriko is in control. And she's got a new champion! New champion! How does How does Karen Kujo kick out of the Inazuma kick like that? Oh, roll up there, but unfortunately for the champion, it's in the ropes. But I mean, Karen, yeah, sure, Karen might win this match, but it's not a real win. You can't call yourself a real champion if your friends come out and do the job for you. But Noriko, she's still fighting. She's still going. If there's anyone who can overcome these odds, it's Noriko Takaya. Noriko was looking a little tired out there, but she realized she can get back into the ring, stop that count out. She does not want to lose this match by a count out. Pele kick. Not just a fan of baseball, but a fan of soccer as well. Not a new champion. And great strikes there from the champion. I mean, Karen Kujo is such a talented performer, but the way she goes about her business isn't the best. She's going to retain, but just doesn't. Noriko just managed to kick out. Poison Rana, dragging Karen towards the middle of the ring. 2. Again, so close there for Noriko, and another Poison Rana. 1, 2. Noriko just can't do it. She just can't put Karen away. And uh-oh, she's taken her around the world. We've seen Karen end matches with this one. It really makes you disoriented. You have no idea where you are, and you're about to get pinned, but Noriko kicks out at the last second. I can't believe this, ladies and gentlemen. Noriko has so much fight, has so much energy. I'm not sure what she went for there, but she manages to get something just in the end. Uh-oh, she's been knocked into that corner. And a tree of woe from the champion this time, and a drop kick. Gonna do a lot of damage with something like that. Noriko, we all believe in you. We know that you have the ability to fight this off, but a super kick gonna knock her down. 1, 2, 3. Karen Kujo retains the Robowaifu Championship Wrestling World Championship. But she needed Igus to get this done. I'm putting that out there. Noriko, I think, had that one in the bag. Unfortunately though, Karen Kujo retains once again, and is still your Robowaifu Championship Wrestling World Champion. Thank you for joining me for this amazing show. This was Robowaifu Championship Wrestling Aim for the Top. I'm Crimson Ash. Thank you so much for watching, and there'll be more where this came from when we move back into Weekly Waifu, episode 16. Coming up after this one, it'll be interesting to see how everything kind of blows off after this one.